Hello everyone, Scoonie007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game we have the 6-6 Toronto Blue Jays taking on the 6-6 Baltimore Orioles. This is game one of a two-game series between these teams. We're here at Kent, and here is the starting lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. Leading off, the shortstop, David Eckstein. Batting second, the right fielder, Matt Stairs. Batting third, the second baseman, Aaron Hill. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Vernon Wells. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Frank Thomas. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Lyle Overbay. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Sharon Stewart. Batting eighth, the catcher, Greg Zahn. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Joe Inglet. On the mound for the Orioles, it is Matt Alberts. Alberts, 2 wins, no losses, no ERA. He's pitched 3 2/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. We're here at historic Camden Yards. -2 for strikeouts, +2 for walks, and nothing for home runs. With that, the home plate umpire dusts saw first home plate. As David Eckstein steps up, he's batting a .275. We're ready to start. And the first pitch, 6-3. That's going to be a blank. 4-6. That's going to be a ground ball to Roberts. And out number 1. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Matt Stairs. As Stairs steps up, let's take a look at the defense for the Baltimore Orioles. Scott there in left field. Jones is at center. Markakis at right, going around the horn. Mora on third. Bayham is at short. Roberts at second. Millard is on first. Hernandez is behind the plate. And Alberts is on the mound. Matt Stairs batting a .269. Here's the pitch. 3-2 double star, and that's going to be a ground ball to Roberts. Out number 2. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Aaron Hill. Hill is batting a .318. 2-1, possible error on a throw. 5-4, that's going to be a double for Hill. Error range for Markakis is a 1-2, that's a 7. It'd only be a throwing error if we had runners for runner advancement. So it's a double for Hill, and that's going to bring up Vernon Wells. Vernon batting a .255, sorry. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 14. Jays holding off. 2 outs with a runner on third. 3-3. That's a blank. 5-3. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Scott. And that is out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the Baltimore Orioles. Leading off, the second baseman, Brian Roberts. Batting second, the third baseman, Melvin Mora. Batting third, the right fielder, Nick Markakis. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Kevin Miller. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Bray Huff. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Luke Scott. Batting seventh, the catcher, Raymond Hernandez. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Adam Jones. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Freddie Bayham. On the mound for the Blue Jays, it is Dustin McGowan. comes into the game with a 4.25 ERA. 1 win, 1 loss, 12.23 innings pitched, allowed 12 hits, 12 strikeouts, and 4 walks. With that, Brian Roberts steps up. He's batting at .362. Here's the pitch. 4-2. That's going to be a strike. 7. That's a 19. The 19 is too high. 4-2. Fly ball out there to Stairs. And that's out number 1. Let's take a look at the defense for the Toronto Blue Jays. Stewart out there in left field. Wells is at center. Stairs at right field going around the horn. England is on third. Eckstein at short. Hill is on second. Overbay on third. Zahn behind the plate. And Destin is on the mound. Melvin Mora batting at .238. 4-3. That's going to be a walk. 11-16. Too high. 5-1. That's going to be a base hit to Stewart. And that's a base hit. Stewart picks it up, throws it in. And Mora is safe with a base hit. Nick Markakis batting at .250. Strategy roll is a 17. Infield at double play depth. 6-2 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Camden Yards. 3-4. That's going to be a double star. 5. Ground ball to Eckstein. He'll get that. Now we'll check for a double play. Ground double play is a 3. Dustin is a 0. That's going to be a 4. Well, that's going to be a 3. Nothing from second base. So from G6 to G2. So it's going to be a 3. It's going to be a 4, 6, 3 double play. Actually, no, it's going to be Mora will get forced out. Sorry. Mora gets forced out at second on a fielder's choice. Two outs as Markakis steps up. It's going to be a +2. They are going to send it. It's going to be a 14 or less. And that is a 11. And he gets caught stealing for out number 3. So no runs, no 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom after 1. We're tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. It's going to be Frank Thomas, Lyle Overbay, and Sharon Stewart due up for the Blue Jays. Frank Thomas batting a 143. Here's the pitch. 4-5. Blank. 6-5. And that is going to be a double for Frank Thomas. So Thomas will lead off with a double out there in the right field. And that's going to bring up Lyle Overbay. Overbay batting a .356. Strategy rolls a 19. 5-4 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Camden Yards. 5-2. That's going to be a blank. That's a rare play. And the batter slides head first into first, trying to beat out a slow grounder to the shortstop. Runners advance 1 base. Check for injury. So batter slides head first. Runners advance 1 base. So Thomas will go to third. The out is at first. And Lyle Overbay is injured and will miss the rest of this game. So with that, we do have a new first baseman on the mound, and that is going to be Rob. So Rob Bajalis will come in for the injured Lyle Overbay for the Blue Jays. Runner now on third with 1 out, and Sharon Stewart up 1 out. Strategy rolls a 1. Here's the pitch. 2-3 walk plus. Now in a walk plus, we add 10 plus the ballpark factor, which is 2. We'll add 12. That's a 19. That's a 29. That's an 18. And that's going to be a walk. So with that, we now have runners on the corners. Matt Alberts, strategy roll is a 20, pick off. Alberts doesn't pick anyone off, but I still show that off. It's a 16 on the die. Greg Zahn, batting a 154. Infield normal depth, 3-3. And that is a double star. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Merkakis. Merkakis under it, makes the catch. Thomas holds, 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Joe Inglet. Inglet batting a 556. Strategy roll 16. 6-5. That's going to be a double question mark. A double star and a 1-14. 16 too high. 1-4, ground ball to Alberts. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the second. Kevin Miller to Brady Huff. Luke Scott due up for the Orioles. Kevin Miller batting in 083. 3-1, strikeout 8. That's a 4. Struck him out. A Brady Huff batting a 333. 1 away, 1-4, double star. Single and a 1-9 to 13 is too high. 6-4, ground ball to Bajaris to first base. He'll make the catch, tag the bag, and out number 2, Luke Scott. Batting a 351, here's the pitch. 3-3, strike 10, 13, too high. 5-1, that's going to be a base hit past Stairs out there in the right field. And with that, Luke Scott is on with a base hit. Raymond Hernandez batting a 303. Strategy rolls a 19. Here's the pitch. 1-2, possible error on a throw. 1-1. And that's going to be a single past the shortstop to Eckstein. His error range is on a 1 to an 11. That's a 16. No error there. And runners now on first and second. Adam Jones batting a 200. Strategy rolls a 6. He's right on the Mendoza line. 1-1 range play. 6-5. Ground ball to the pitcher. McGowan's range is in a 1 to 4. That's a 2. He'll make the catch. And out number 3. So no runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and 2 left on. After 2, we're scoreless. We go to the top of the third. It's David Eckstein, Matt Stairs, and Aaron Hill due up for Toronto. Eckstein is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 1-2 range play. 1-4, and that is going to be a fly ball out there to Markakis. His range is on a 1-3. That's a 4. He'll make the catch. No, I'm sorry. The catch goes past him, and that's going to be a single. So Eckstein is on with a base hit. Leads off with a single. Matt Stairs is 0 for 1. Strategy roll 18. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-6. Double star. It's going to be a fly ball out there to Jones. And that's going to be out number 1. Hit and run. And if you're going to stay where they are, now on a hit and run, all ground double plays will get a -2. All base run ratings get a +2. All home run and walk ratings are cut in half. We round those down. And if it's a line drive, we count it as a double play. And if the batter strikes out, we'll resolve it as a steal. Aaron Hill, 1 for 1 with a double. Infield no more depth, 6-4. That's going to be a walk. 4-13, too high. 4-6, line drive to Mora. And the runner is doubled up, and that's going to be a double play. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Freddie Bainum, Brian Roberts, Melvin Mora due up for the Orioles. Freddie Bainum batting a 200, also on the Mendoza, right on the Mendoza line. 6-1. That's going to be a walk. 7. That's a 4. And that's a walk. So they walk Freddie, and we go to the top of the order. Brian Roberts is 0 for 1. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll 13. Infield double play. 5-4. Strikeout 7. That's a 2. Struck him out. So we have a steal attempt. They're going to send him. And that is an 11, and he got caught stealing second. And with that, 2 away. Melvin Mora, 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. 4-1 range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Camden Yards. 4-3. Ground ball to short. His range is on a 1-2. That's a 2. He'll make the catch. Catches it. Throws it over to first. And retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. A very easy inning to score yet again, and none left on. After 3, we're still tied at 0. We go to the top of the 4th. Vernon Wells, Frank Thomas, and Rob Bojaris due up for the Blue Jays. Vernon Wells is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 6-4. It's going to be a walk. 9-13, too high. 1-3, that's going to be a double. And Vernon Wells will lead off with a double out there in the left field. Frank Thomas, 1 for 1 with a double. Strategy roll 18. Blue Jays holding off. 5-1. Strike 8. 18. Too high. 2-5. Fly ball out there to right field to Markakis. He'll get it. He'll make the catch. Vernon Wells will hold at second. So 1 away, and that's going to be Robert Jarvis up. He's batting at .385. Strategy rolls a 16. Here's the pitch. 3-3. That's going to be a blank. 1-2. That's going to be a double star 5. Ground ball to Bainum. And that's going to be the out at first as Wells will hold. Sharon Stewart walked his last time up. Strategy roll 15. 5-5, that's going to be a walk. 19, that's a 13, and that's going to be a walk. So once again, we have a 20 on the strategy die. That's going to be a pickoff attempt. But Alberts doesn't pick anyone off. Greg Zahn is 0 for 1, 1-5. Strike 6, that's a 5. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Nick Markakis, Kevin Miller, and Abraham Huff due up for the Orioles. Nick Markakis, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 5-1, strikeout 8. That's an 8. Struck him out. And that's going to bring up Kevin Millard. Millard is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 4-6, strikeout 8. The 10 is too high. 6-5, ground ball to second base to Hill. And that's going to be out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Abraham Huff, 0 for 1. The pitch. 6-5. Wild pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. We're going to re-roll the dice. 5-6. And that's a base hit past the pitcher. Strategy roll 3. Luke Scott up. Here's the pitch. Scott is 1 for 1. 4-5. Home run chance on a 1-2. The 10 is too high. 3-6, double star 4. That's going to be a ground ball to third to Inglet. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on after 4. We're still tied at nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. It's going to be Joe Inglet, David Eckstein, and Matt Stairs due up for Toronto. Joe Inglet 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 2-4. Double star. Fly ball out there to Markakis. Out number 1. Matt Stairs can face 5 more batters. David Eckstein is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. 1-2 range play. 3-3 base hit past third base to Mora. Mora's range is on a 1-3. That's going to be a 6. And he'll safely get on with a base hit. So it gets Payam. And runner on first. That's going to be a base hit for David Eckstein. They're going to send him. That's a 9. And he'll still second as Matt Stairs comes up. He's 0 for 2. 4-5. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Markakis. It's a double star. Auto out. And Eckstein will get the hold sign. Aaron Hill is 1 for 2 with a double. Strategy roll 16. 1-1. Strikeout plus. That's a 16. That's a 12. Struck him out looking. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Raymond Hernandez, Adam Jones, and Freddie Bainum due up for the Orioles. Raymond Hernandez, 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. 5-2 blank. 3-6 power hit to Stewart. On a 14, that's going to be a fly out. Stewart goes underneath it. and makes the catch, one away. Adam Jones, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 6-1, blank. 2-6, that's going to be a double. So Adam Jones will get on with a double. That's going to bring up Freddie Bainum. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 11. He walked his last time up. 3-1, strikeout 14. That's a 10. Struck him out. 2 away. We go to the top of the order. Brian Roberts is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 19. The pitch. 2-1. That's going to be a walk plus. That's a 24. That's a 3. And that puts runners on first and second. Melvin Mora, 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 18. 3-1. Strike. 6. That's a 1. Struck him out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. After 5, we've got a pitching duel going on here. Both teams still at nothing. We go to the top of the 6th, and Matt Alberts can face 2 more batters before he is tired. Vernon Wells, 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch. 3-5, strike. 3-20, too high. 5-1, ground ball to Bainum. And that's out number 1. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Frank Thomas. Thomas is 1 for 2 with a double. 4-3, blank. 5-1, fly ball out to Markakis. And that's out number 2. 2 away, and Robert Jarvis is up. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 2-6, blank. 5-5, that's going to be a double. It's a double, and it keeps the inning alive for the Blue Jays. Sharon Stewart with a walk, 2 walks. Strategy roll 18. Matt Alberts tired. 4-1, blank. 3-3, ground ball to Bainum. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Nick Markakis, Kevin Millard, and Brady Huff, 2 up for the Blue Jays. For the Orioles, sorry. Nick Markakis is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 4-6, strike. 8-4, struck him out. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Kevin Millard. Millard is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 5-1, strike. 8-15, too high. 6-5, ground ball to Hill. 2 away. Brady Huff is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-3. That's going to be a walk. 10. That's a 9. And that's a walk for Brady Huff. So Huff is on first. That's going to bring up Luke Scott with 2 outs. He's 1 for 2. Strategy roll 10. Here's the pitch. 1-2, possible error on a throw. 5-5, double star 5. Ground ball to Eckstein. His error range is on a 1 to 11. That's a 12. No error there. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 6, we got nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Greg Zahn, Joe England, and David Eckstein due up for the Blue Jays. And with that, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Orioles. And they're going to bring in Lance. Yep. Kamir. That's his card. Lance will come into the game with an ERA of a 3.83. No wins, no losses. He's pitched 4 2/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Matt Alberts. Alberts went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, no ERA. So he's got the face-off against Greg Zahn, Joe England, and David Eckstein. Here's the pitch to Greg Zahn. Zahn is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, 2-5. And that's going to be a strike, 6-13, too high. 5-2, fly ball out there to Jones. Out number 1, 1 away, and Joe England will come up. England is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-4. That's going to be a walk plus 21. That's an 8. And that's going to be a walk. We have a sacrifice play coming up. Infield coming in as we go to the top of the order. David Eckstein. 2 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. 6-5. Strike. And that is a successful sack bunt. So 2 away, and that's going to get Joe England over to second. Runner now in scoring position. Matt Stairs is up. He's 0 for 3. 2-3. That's going to be a that's going to be a strike. 12. That's a 4. Struck him out. Struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors. And 1 left on as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." And with that, we also have a new pitcher on the mound for the Blue Jays for Toronto. And they're going to bring in Brandon League. That's his card. League will come into the game with an 11.25 ERA. No wins, no losses. 4 innings pitched, allowed 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look here at the stats for Dustin. Dustin went 6 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, an ERA of a 2.89. Taking a look at the box score of the game, and it has been a pitching duel for 6.5 innings. Bottom of the 7th, Raymond Hernandez is up. He's 1 for 2. It's going to be Hernandez, Jones, and Freddie Bainham due up for the Orioles. Hernandez, 4-6, possible error on a ground ball. 4-1, that's going to be a base hit past Stairs. Error range for Stairs is a 0, that's a 16. And Hernandez is on with a base hit. Strategy roll is a 6 infield at double play depth. Adam Jones is up. He's 1 for 2 with a double. 6-1, that's going to be a walk. 7, that's a 4. And that is going to be a walk. Sacrifice play, infield going to come in. Freddie Bainum is up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Strategy rolls an 18. 2-3. And that is a successful bunt. And that moves everyone up one base. So Hernandez will go to third. Jones to second. We go to the top of the order. Brian Roberts, 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 6. 1-5 blank. 5-5, that's going to be a double. And that will be a 2-run RBI for Brian Roberts as he'll drive home 2 runs. It's now 2-0 Baltimore. And with that, Melvin Mora will step up. He's 1 for 3 today with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 10. 6-5, possible error. 2-2. And that's going to be a base hit to short. Error range, that is an error for Eckstein. His error range is on a 1 to 11. That's a 10. That's an error. It's a 1-base error. So with that, Brian Roberts will score. Mora will go to second on that. That's going to be a double. That's going to be an E6. Brandon League is tired. They're going to leave him in. Nick Markakis is up. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch with a strike with 2 strikeouts. 2-2 blank. 4-1 line drive back to the pitcher. No double play, but that's going to be out number 2. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Kevin Millard. Millard is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And here's the pitch. 5-3, that's going to be a base hit. And with that, Mora will go to third. He'll come home on a 1 through 6. He'll go from second to home on a 1 through 6. That's a 3. That's going to be another run scored. And with that, the Orioles have a 4-0 lead. And with that, Toronto will go back to the bullpen. And they're going to bring in Ryan Wolf. That's his card. Wolf will come in. Comes in the game with a 9.0 ERA. No wins, 1 loss, has 1 inning pitched, allowed 1 hit, no strikeouts, 2 walks. Take a look at the stats here for Brandon. Brandon went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, and 1 walk. An ERA of a 17.24. So he's responsible for Millard, but here's the pitch to Huff. Huff was 1 for 2 with a walk. 2-1, that's going to be a walk. 10, that's a 10. And that's going to be a walk. Luke Scott is 1 for 3. Strategy rolls are turned off. 1-5, strikeout 10, that's a 20. Too high. 2-1, fly ball out to the Wells. And that will retire the side. So, 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error after 7. Baltimore breaks the deadlock. It's Baltimore 4, Toronto nothing. We go to the top of the 8th. Aaron Hill, Vernon Wells, and Frank Thomas due up for the Orioles. Raymond, and with that, they are going to leave Lance Cormier on. No changes to their defense. They are leaving the defense as is. Aaron Hill is 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 6-1 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Camden Yards. 1-5, home run 8. That's a fly ball out there to center field and out number 1. Jones robs him of the home run, 1 away. Vernon Wells 1 for 3 with a double. 6-4. It's going to be a blank. 5-1. That's going to be a ground ball back to the shortstop, Bainum, and that is out number 2. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Frank Thomas. Thomas is 1 for 3 with a double. 6-2, strikeout. 4-4, fly ball out there to Jones. And that will retire the side. So an easy inning to score as the Orioles retire the Jays in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Raymond Hernandez, Adam Jones, and Freddie Bainum due up for the Orioles. And with that, we do have one change here. Stairs out there in right field will come out. And they're going to bring in Kevin Mensch will come in. Raymond, and with that, Brian Wolf. We do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Blue Jays. And they're going to go with Jason Fonsor. That's his card. Fonsor, no wins, no losses. He's pitched 3 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Brian Wolf, he went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 1 walk, at 6.92 ERA. Raymond Hernandez is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. It's going to be Hernandez, Jones, and Bainum due up. 4-2. Blank. 3-3. Line drive to Eckstein. Out number 1, 1 away, and that's going to bring up Adam Jones. Jones is 1 for 2 with a double, a walk, and a run scored. 6-6 range play. 4-3. That's going to be a ground ball to Hill. Hill's range is on a 1-3. That's going to be a 6. And that got by him. And it gets by him, and Adam Jones is on with a base hit. Freddie Bainum is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 4-1 range play. 4-1 ground ball to Inglet. The ground ball to Inglet. Inglet's range is in a 1-3. That's going to be a 4. It can't get to it in time, and that's going to be a base hit. And with that, Adam Jones will go to second. So runners now on first and second. So let's go bring up Brian Roberts. Roberts is 1 for 3 with a double, a walk, a strikeout, 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. 1-2 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Camden Yards. 4-3 ground ball to Eckstein. And that's going to be an out. So it's going to be a fielder's choice. Jones will go to third. Bainum is out at second. And Roberts is on. We've got runners on the corners. As Melvin Mora will come up. Mora is 2 for 4. Here's the pitch. 5-5. It's a wild pitch. On a 10, that's going to score a run. As that goes a little bit outside, Roberts to second. Adam Jones will score on a wild pitch. 4-1, fly ball out to the bench. And that will retire the side. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors after 8. Orioles 5, Blue Jays nothing. We go to the top of the 9th. Can the Blue Jays find some 9th inning magic? We'll find out. Let's take a look at the box score of the game so far. All the 4 runs for Baltimore happened in the 7th inning. So it was a deadlock up there. And then Toronto and Baltimore scored a run in the 8th. 5-0. It's no runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for the Blue Jays. 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Orioles. And with that, Lance Comio will come out of the game. And they are going to bring in Chad Bradford. Yep. Chad Bradford, let's see. Actually, they're going to bring in Jim Johnson. Johnson will close out this game. That was his card. Johnson comes in the game with a 4.50 ERA. No wins, 1 loss, 1 save. 2 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, no strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Lance. Lance went 2 innings, allowed 2 walks, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 2.69. He's got to face off against Robert Jarris, Sharon Stewart, and Greg Zahn. Robert Jarris is 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch. 1-5, wild pitch. It's a foul ball, so it's going to be a reroll. 5-5, strikeout 8. That's a 7. Struck him out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Sharon Stewart. Stewart is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. 6-5. Strike 3, 5 too high. 4-3. That's going to be a base hit past Bainum. And with that, Stewart is on with a base hit. So Greg Zahn not going to take the hit here. They're going to bring in Travis Schneider. Schneider to pinch hit. Here's the pitch. 3-2 range play at the ballpark. 2-4 blank. That's going to be a rare play. And it's a ground ball to second who throws it in the dirt, making the first baseman scoop up the ball. Result play using a range play check for the first baseman. It's a successful range play. So Stewart will get forced out. And Snyder is on with a base hit. So they're going to leave Snyder in. Joe England. Down to the Blue Jays, down to the last out. England is 0 for 2. The pitch. 3-6, strikeout 5. That's a 3. Struck him out. And that's the ball game. So the Baltimore Orioles defeat the Toronto Blue Jays 5-0. Final line score coming right up. It's no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Blue Jays. So with that final line score, Toronto, no runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Orioles, 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Lance Comey will get the win. Brandon League will pick up the loss. Take a look at the stats here for Lance. Lance went 2 innings, allowed 1 walk, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 2.69. Brandon League will get his first loss. 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, an ERA of a 17.24. So with that, Toronto will drop to 6-7, and the Orioles will improve to 7-6. That's going to do it for us here at Kingdom Yards. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up. And when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams. Until then, I'm Scoonie 007. We'll see you next time for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.